in Nigeria, it's 8:40 a.m. I'm your host Adiogun Olubiyi, reporting live from Abuad. This is Breakfast with IP. Today's digest revolves around waste to wealth in IP. In our midst, we have notable researchers who are very intelligent in this field. We have Miss Victoria and we have Mr. Jacob.
Thank you so much for having us. We really appreciate this.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be on this platform to talk about such an important topic in waste wealth and how it relates to intellectual property rights.
Mr. Jacob, what do you think of the concept of waste to wealth and why does it involve IP?
Waste to wealth the waste to wealth initiative is protected to having the objective of reforming, regenerating and recycling both organic and renewable waste to give environmental sustainability of available resources and create revenue also.
I mean, I totally agree with this. Looking at IP coming into waste wealth will help protect these innovators. Yeah, so.
Ms. Victoria, I know there are different IP rights. Which one do you think is relevant now?
Well, to be fair, there's so many laws, but then I would say that waste wealth concerns more of environmental law, but that does not mean we cannot bring it under intellectual property. Looking at patent, for example, patents can help develop, or patents can help encourage the green future.
So why is this significant to the average Nigeria?
Waste to wealth intellectual property rights is significant to the average Nigerian because normally the average Nigerian doesn't know the impact of organic and renewable waste to his economy and also to himself, because the waste to wealth initiative helps everybody across the board to a specific amount.
I mean, making innovation more knowledgeable to creators and inventors would really help. I mean, look at Nigeria for example. In 2018, Nigeria is only recorded of 120 patents. But we cannot compare this to like high value countries like China, for example, who have like over 3,000 patents.
Don't you think like if the patent system is very easily passed, there will be a lot of inventions that are not necessary to discuss?
Well, so are you saying that this waste wealth product should be patentable?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that there should be an efficient and rigid system or legal framework that patent system should organize to check the inventive activities of these various ESTs, that's environmentally safe technologies.
Well, I would suggest that the government should help and enhance technologies to help those innovators, and also a well education to educate those innovators.
Thank you so much, Ms. Victoria and Ms. Jacob, for imparting such knowledge to Nigerians, and thank you. Moving over to Ms. Tomio in the field to conduct a social outreach with local inventors, but we'll go on a short break.
Thank you, Pelumi. My name is Somi Adeshino, and I'm here on the field conducting a social outreach program on inventors who encourage and promote environmentally safe technology. I'm here with Ms. Victoria. She invented the process of transforming plastics to virgin polyester. Good morning, Ma. Thank you for taking out the time to explain this process.
It's my pleasure.
Could you please enlighten us on the process and how your intellectual property rights have been of benefit?
You can come along with me.
All right. So I got my patent 2 years ago, which has actually been of great gain to myself, my community, and my company. All right. So we start the conversion by putting trash cans on strategic places like this. All right. Where we also put signs of plastic, so people will know that this bin is just meant for plastics. Do you understand? All right. So we also pay people to bring their plastics to us, which is kind of like a source of income.
You pay people to also bring plastics?
Yeah, which is a source of income.
Wow, oh wow.
All right. Yeah. So after that, we take those plastics to our company where they are melted. First of all, we have to obviously sterilize them.
All right.
Then after sterilizing them, they are broken down. Then they are melted.
Wow.
Then they are converted to virgin polyesters.
Wow, that sounds like such a nice and quick process.
That was such an insightful conversation.
Thank you.
Since the emergence of IP rights, what are the benefits that have emanated so far?
Oh, all right.
So when I got a call from Know It All News, I decided to take down points or a point that I was going to explain, so I won't forget it.
Alright.
So basically, my point, or the most important point I just took down, was the exclusive monopoly I'm enjoying.
Alright.
Because of my IP rights. So basically, the distribution and selling of this my invention has been made easy or of advantage to me because my rights are not being stepped on, basically.
Okay.
Yes, I'm enjoying monopoly, exclusive monopoly in the market.
Alright. Okay, that means you're the only one that can like produce and sell under your own name.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly what I mean.
That makes a lot of sense.
To heard from one of the locals, waste are not just refuse but can be converted into useful materials. There are, however, laws guiding these processes, which has its advantages and disadvantages. Thank you for watching Social Outreach with Tomi Adeshino. Thank you for watching. Back to you, Pelumi.
Thank you, Tommy. Welcome back to Breakfast with IP, and we have our guest here, Mr. Jacob. What do you think about the implication of waste to wealth in developing countries and less developing countries?
I think intellectual property rights have ripple effects on waste to wealth, whether it's a barrier to it or a catalyst to it. Because in developing countries where economic waste is generated most than developed countries, these developing countries don't have this necessary technology to actually regenerate and recycle this waste in a way that it can achieve the objective of waste to wealth.
There's a popular saying that you cannot use the same mindset used in creating something to solve a problem. So the government should actually create a new law for these inventors, so that to enhance this green future, for a brighter future for everybody, and that so these developing countries would come up.
And in also addressing these socio-economic issues and environmental issues, the United Nations Framework Convention for Climate Change has an objective to stabilize greenhouse gas emissions in the atmosphere that will prevent generation of waste and reduce human activities that can affect the climate.
Thank you so much, Ms. Victoria and Mr. Jacob, for honoring our invitation.
Yeah, it was a pleasure involving myself in this and educating our Nigerians out there. And I feel each Nigerian should be aware of his environment and climate.
Well, we're so happy to be here, and we're so happy to be on this show.
Tune in next time, Breakfast with IP, the usual time, 8:40 a.m.